In this video series, we're going to talk about list building and how to build profitable email lists for your business. Building a massive, highly targeted list can mean a good long-term income for yourself and your business. Many people know that the money is in the list, but they struggle with knowing how to build that list up and then how to monetize that list so it is actively purchasing. It takes a good, clear-cut blueprint to show you how to accomplish these goals, and that's what's laid out in this video series to follow. It's also very important that you learn how to build an active list of prospects, because an active list of prospects is going to become a profitable list of prospects. Here's a few details on email marketing. You need to grow an active targeted mailing list of potential customers interested in a specific niche topic. So it's one thing to grow an email list, it's another thing to have an active list, but it's even more effective if that list is targeted around a particular topic. Like, for example, you might have a list for dog training, you might have a list for weight loss, and you don't want to intermix those lists because they're completely different. So keep those in mind. You generate traffic and revenue by directing them, the people, your subscribers, to your products and affiliate offers that are on your list. You balance out high quality free content with advertisements for your products or offers. That's one of the keys to having a highly successful list, and we go into more detail on that. But you want to make sure that you're giving your subscribers high quality free content, and then intermix advertisements where it makes sense, or affiliate offers, or offers for your own products, for example. With a list, you can generate income literally at will and on demand for yourself. And that is a really key component. And sometimes, when you might be struggling income wise, you can turn to your email list and send out an email and start seeing some income right away for whatever you have to offer. So that's why it's so important to build a list, and even more important, it's important to have a list of active subscribers. An email list is many internet marketers' biggest asset, and so it's very important that you look at email marketing and building up your list so you can become profitable and also basically create money at will almost. The first step for setting up any kind of email marketing campaign or building your list is to set up your autoresponder account. And you can choose from many different autoresponder services, and a few more popular ones are www.getresponse.com and www.aweber.com. So GetResponse and Aweber are two of the most popular email marketing autoresponder services out there. Make sure that whatever service you sign up with, that you go for a professional account so they do not contain third-party advertising. If you were to go with a company that's not listed here, and maybe you were to type in like autoresponder services, or maybe you tried doing even something like free autoresponder services, and it's hard to say what kind of things you're going to find, but a lot of times you're going to end up paying, just a very, very, very small fee. And what you're going to get though is email marketing and autoresponder that's littered with advertisements that are not your offer, so you do not have control on that. So it's very important that you make sure that you can have a professional account that you have total control over. Aweber.com and GetResponse.com are excellent for offering these kind of services. You want to consider the following when choosing an autoresponder service provider: their performance history, the customer support they offer, the features of the autoresponder, the cost, as to like how much it costs compared to others, and make sure these parameters meet your expectations and allow your list flexibility, and basically to grow your list in as many different directions as you want to go, because a lot of times there's several niches that you end up wanting to go into, and so you get one list going and you just focus and build a big list in that niche, and then you go to another niche market and you focus and you build into that niche market and you go on to another one. And so that's really key and really important. So as far as performance goes, you want to look at the delivery of the email. You want to see how often their emails are delivered, what kind of percentage of their emails are actually delivered. Now that's a really important statistic that most companies that are legitimate in autoresponder niche should be able to give you a rough idea. The higher the overall deliverability is, the better you're going to be. And Aweber, GetResponse, they do a fabulous job of that because they have accounted for what causes some emails to not be delivered. And so if you are doing, you're doing all this effort building your list, but if your emails aren't seen or are not delivered, it's not going to benefit you. So look into that. You also want to consider customer support. Look at how prompt their customer support is. Make sure they're also easily accessible by either email or phone call. Ideally it'd be best to have both, but just make sure that they respond timely to their support, and because that can be very, very important to you. Because in a time of need with your list, if you can't reach them, it could become almost a disaster. So some features, compare the features offered by each service. This is very important, and it should be, it shouldn't have to be said, but that's just something that you should do when you're looking at, maybe it's Aweber and GetResponse. Compare their features and benefits side by side and see, their features and see how it's going to benefit you the best. As far as cost goes, compare the cost, and just basically compare the cost for what you're getting for your money as far as the features go. You shouldn't have to pay more than $40 a month for a good autoresponder service, so keep that in mind. Aweber's around $20 to $25 a month, just to give you a rough idea, and they allow you to have unlimited email lists. And so that's a key feature that you want to be looking for, is unlimited email lists, so you can expand into unlimited different niche markets. And like I said here, Aweber is around $24.95 a month. So it's between $20 and $30 a month, and it's well worth every penny. After you've selected your autoresponder service, it's time to register your domain name. So you want to select either a generic domain name or one targeted towards your niche market, depending on what your goals are. You want your domain name to be easily memorable and simple to spell out. You want to avoid domains with hyphens, numbers, and even misspellings. So you can register your domains with GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com. And the point that I made above is very, very important. Is you want to make your domain as easy to remember as possible, and if at all possible, you want to try to include maybe your core keyword phrases in there that you're trying to target to build your list. So that's something to keep in mind. One other thing you need to do after you've registered your domain and you've set up your autoresponder service is you want to set up a hosting account so you can host your website files. So your website files can go live on the internet. Hosting is kind of like you're paying your rent to live somewhere. That's basically what hosting is. You can set up a basic hosting account with HostGator.com, and you can always upgrade to their more advanced package later on. HostGator has an excellent starter package that you can look into. Another hosting company you can choose from that has good service is Bluehost.com. And you shouldn't have to pay much more than $15 a month for your hosting account. So keep that kind of in mind as you're looking for a website hosting company. And we're going to continue on in the next series with more methods for building and more strategies and more in-depth studies on how to build relationships and how to become more profitable with your email marketing and your list building efforts.